Today we're going to be talking about the alternative method for factoring trinomials when a is greater than 1. This is part 2. I'll link part 1 in the iCards above. This focuses on when a is greater than 1, so in here we have 2, and when I have some negatives. So in this example, b is negative 9. So I've identified a and c, multiplied them together to get positive 8, and listed out the factors. So in this case, since we have a positive product, this actually means I could have an entire another set in which these factors are actually all negative. So I can have all negative numbers or all positive numbers. So the two that will work are negative 1 and negative 8. So I'll set up my two sets of parentheses. Since this is 2x squared, I'll put a 2x and a 2x. And then I put our factors, so minus 1 and negative 8. In this case, the second set can be divided by 2. So I'm left with 2x minus 1 and x minus 4. And that's our final answer. We are factored. All right, so for the second example, we will have 3 times negative 10 because our a is 3, b is negative 1, c is negative 10. So 3 times negative 10 is negative 30. And we'll list our factors. 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 4 doesn't work, 5 and 6. Since we have a negative product, we need to have different signs. So we either have all of the smaller numbers negative or all of our larger numbers negative. So in order to make a negative 1, it should come from 5 and 6, but I have to choose. Is it negative 5 and positive 6 or positive 5 and negative 6? So in this case, since I'm trying to have a sum of negative 1, it should be 5 and negative 6. So once again, 3x squared becomes a 3x and a 3x, understanding later that I'm going to divide one of these, probably by a 3. Put in the plus 5 and the minus 6. And 3 and 5 have nothing in common, but 3 and 6 do. They have a 3, so I can divide by 3. So I'll be left with 3x plus 5 times x minus 2, because I actually just did the division, and this will work out as our factored form. Okay, and last but not least, if you want to try this example on your own, by all means. So a in this case is 4, b is negative 4, c is negative 3. A times c, 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Again, I'm going to have different signs since my product is negative. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. We need to sum to negative 4, so that has something to do with 2 and 6. So it could either be negative 2 and positive 6, or positive 2 and negative 6. So what will help me make negative 4 is the positive 2 and negative 6. So I'll set this up. 4x times 4x. Since I need to make 4x squared, I'll just copy them both down here. Now I'm going to put in a positive 2 and a negative 6. You'll notice that a 4x and a 2 have a 2 in common, but that's not enough because we're trying to get rid of a factor of 4. So you'll notice the second parentheses also has a 2. And if we take a look, 2 times 2 makes 4. So as long as whatever you're dividing by multiplies to make your a, you're good. So 4x divided by 2 is 2x plus 1. 4x divided by 2 is 2x and minus 3. All right, and that is factored. Thanks so much for watching Your Hands of Creation. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.